conference, and I assure you, if you take each and everything that you've learned today into practice, make it a personal goal, be intentional about delivering what you've learned. It will take time, one step at a time, but believe me, next thing you know, you will be at this side of the room speaking to the next generation of HR leaders. So please clap for yourselves. So I've spent the whole morning with you, learning and seeing how to navigate the future of work. But I know there's a category of you who feels, I'm lost. There's something that's not right. There's something that I feel like I need, but I don't even know what it is. So the reason that they included this in the topic is because many of you are on social media. The topic is the role of social media and mentorship to having a successful career. So how can you use social media to your advantage? How can you leverage on your digital brand to not only build your career, but also create demand for yourself? I'll give you a few more examples, and this is based on my personal story. The reason that I stand here before you today is because I also invested in building credibility for myself. It takes years, but once you do it right, you do it for good. Today, we took some group pictures. I'm sure many of you have taken pictures right outside there. But you never know, one single post from you could actually change the trajectory of your career. The example I'm going to give is my own. Emma said that I won an award last year, LinkedIn Influence of the Year. But the question is, why was I nominated? Why did people vote for me? It's because for the last few years, I'll trace it back to 2022. That's when I joined Aldelia. I'll also recognize my very good friend called Moses Waswa. He's not in the room, but he's the person who introduced me to LinkedIn, using it as a strategic tool for career growth. So I'll share with you how I got introduced to it. It's one time when I was in a previous job, I was in Q sourcing at that time as a recruitment manager, and someone came up to me and showed me a screenshot of a post, and it was from Moses Waswa. Said, hey, look at this person, look at his post, what he's talking about. I feel like I need to meet him, I feel like I need to learn more about him, engage him. And of course, at that time, I just brushed it off. I said, okay, this person maybe admires, it's good to admire someone, it's good to have a role model, so I brushed it off at that time. Little did I know that my destiny would lead me to work with that same person. A few months down the road, I got headhunted for a role in Aldelia. It's a global HR recruiting firm. And at that time, Moses Waswa was working there. So I was like, oh, so you're the person. Okay, you show me how you navigate through your LinkedIn. What is it that people are inspired by you? So he gave me basically the blueprint, and I would like you to write this down as well. So LinkedIn is like a digital handshake. Your LinkedIn profile is your very first impression. And in this digital era, your online presence acts like a billboard. I know you've all seen billboards, let's say, for example, what Andrew said, Harris International. You've seen billboards, Honor is the international award-winning drink. I've seen them everywhere, and I'm sure many of you have. But does that mean you're going to have the honor in your hand? No. That only means that the next time you go to a supermarket or a store, you'll remember what that billboard read, that this is an award-winning drink. And this is something that is going to transform me mentally. I think you can also see the same with other brands. They try to bring out how the brand is going to make you feel after consuming it. So it's the same thing, just like Ms. Flavia said right at the beginning. Your digital brand is like a billboard of yourself. What you put out there is going to inform an impression of the readers. People will either want to meet you, want to talk to you, or want to gain some information from you. So, if you're looking at it for career growth, the first thing you have to look at is the entire profile. This is your CV. It's not the paper CV that you're going to go around depositing at organizations as an application for an opening. This is a CV that's going to be out in the open. And beyond just the profile that you shared, there's your engagement, what you're sharing. So I've met many people, just like Emma mentioned earlier, background checks. People don't just look at the profile, they look at your activity. That's another thing that I learned from Moses. So he's into HR and consulting, as well as business development. So everything that he posts is related to that. So I'm sharing with you what I learned and what I'm implementing. At that time, I took a helicopter view of my life, of my career path, my goals. And there's one audacious goal that I made. I said, regardless of what I do, where I go, who I meet, I want to be a global speaker. I want to transform mindsets. And the biggest audacious goal is I would want to eventually be that as good enough to get an organic standing ovation. Do you know what an organic standing ovation is? Who knows what it is? Okay, please tell us what it is.
An organic standing ovation is when after someone has spoken, you automatically stand up, give them a round of applause to request you for an applause.
Exactly. Emma is not going to tell you, please everyone stand up for Shamim. No. It's going to be that you are moved, you are energized by what you've heard, that you automatically, you won't even notice it, you'll just see yourself rising and clapping because you'll be so touched and so engaged. So, back to the reflection of how far I've gone. Yes, I did go to the global stage. Now I'm currently an international speaker. You can clap for that because that is a major milestone I made last year, but one, and it all happened when I was invited to the board of the Africa HR Confederation, and that opened doors for me. It opened doors for me to access global and international HR conferences. Just a few days ago, I was in Zanzibar. I was requested to come and participate and speak at a conference, Digital Workplace Summit. In a few weeks, there will be another conference in South Africa. So the opportunities are limitless, but I've been to multiple countries, Nigeria, Ghana, Rwanda, and all this is just from that one conviction that I made to myself. And I want to be a global speaker, international speaker on HR matters. So back to my talk with Moses Waswa. Another thing he showed me, apart from your LinkedIn being that invisible CV, it's more than just a PDF or something that you'll see online. It's actually your character. People look at your digital presence to see if they can actually trust you. Either you're standing for a leadership position, just like Andrew. He's standing to be the president of the HR Managers Association. People are going to look back into your history and see, what has this person been posting about? Are they really passionate about HR? Do they really care about the people, about leadership? So that's another thing that I decided to be intentional about. Most of the things that I post about are along the lines of career path planning, leadership, speaking. That way you're creating demand for yourself in that trajectory, because I have that audacious goal that I know all of you are going to set. At least by the time you leave this room, you should have that audacious goal. Beyond passing your exams, beyond getting a job, beyond being a head of department, there should be something that can even outlive you, that will impact people even beyond your physical presence. So please find that audacious goal. Another thing that I would like to share about in terms of your social and digital brand is that you'll find that once you get it right, consistency is key. So I'm just benchmarking on Moses, but he posts like daily. On my end, I try to make a content calendar because you can't schedule posts on your LinkedIn, you can schedule posts on different social platforms to support you with the consistency. But I choose to do it authentically. Like right now, I just posted an update about the IDEA conference. I tagged Andrew, I tagged Joel, I tagged a few other speakers that I know have spoken, and I know just that might inspire people. The most surprising thing is the last IDEA conference, I posted about it. I posted that I'll be attending and I'll be speaking. And I was so surprised to see that there is one special lady, her name skipped my mind, but she traveled all the way from Western Uganda to be in that room just because of that post. So thank you very much. So the one thing that you'd have to do as I conclude about your digital brand and how to use it to support your career growth, have an audacious goal. Have something that you're looking to gain that is bigger or beyond the basics, what is on the surface.